Very much, Riv. I think ever the optimist, that is a terrifying start to the series if you are a supporter of Royal Club. I want to kick this off very quickly. That was the fastest first blood in the 2014 World Championship. Samsung White secured it and then just continued to steamroll over Royal Club.
Yeah, so they won 5 minutes faster than their average, which is already the fastest average in Worlds. They are still the best early game team in this, and it's not because they're outlaning their opponents. Specifically, it's because they're making plays with their team and beating up individual lanes and snowballing that.
Yeah, just as an aside as well, our stats guy gave me the heads up. That is, I think, a tie for the largest kill lead in a game. So plus 15 kills in your opponent. Let's get the picks and bans or the team comps graphics on your screen. Monte Cristo, you've got some thoughts on how these two comps played out, and let's get the ball rolling.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at this, you see that they're going to need a lot of time to scale on Tristana and Ryze. And for me, the most baffling question is, why do you run a teleport Orianna? Because basically at that point, you've eviscerated your mid game. The champion with the smoothest power curve, the smoothest transition, is able to be dived so readily in that mid lane, especially when they got a teleport advantage early. On the other side, you do see Imp with that Twitch. He will hit that one item, Blade of the Ruin King power spike, and you know, it was really all too easy for Pawn 2 after the level 1, and the all-in under the tower that you can pull when Orianna doesn't really have another summoner spell that's useful in a skirmish is pretty extraordinary.
Exactly. You saw Samsung White come out about one turret shot from dead in that dive itself, and that's a barrier or a healer or an ignite that Corn could have really used. And yeah, I have to echo what you said, what Riv said as well, which is why are you picking a comp that needs time to come online? This is a team that specifically doesn't give you time to come online. Pick guys that buy time, not ones that need time for Royal Club.
I share this thought.
Yeah, I was just about to say, what was the point of picking Tristana against the team with the shortest game time? That's like so counterintuitive. You would want to pick something like Lucian, like Corki, something that can turtle and actually kill the minions when you're getting 5-man by Samsung White.
I just want to highlight some of the beauty in like their map-wide plays because it's impossible to even catch that in a single replay. I remember this instance where top lane, the 2v2, they base on level 3. Mata has about like 300 gold. Normally people would say like, I want to wait for an item. No, Mata bases, buys 2 green wards, a pink ward. He runs down the middle lane. Imp goes down the bottom. Dandy does a camp. Once that camp is done, they meet up perfectly at the exact same time. Invade the enemy jungler. Pink ward goes down. Green ward goes down. Green ward goes down. At the same time, Looper on the other side of the map, he somehow figures out where his enemy top laner is, goes into the jungle, and then at the 6-minute mark, all camps, barring one from Insec, are warded. They have complete knowledge of anything he can do on that side of the map, and that's when the snowball starts rolling.
Yeah, absolutely. And with those pink wards too, it makes Insec afraid to even go into the bottom side of the jungle. They drop 3 pinks and 2 greens. Like you're saying, just total control.
Yeah, let's get the replay up onto your screens. That really highlights and demonstrates just why this game was so one-sided. All of the vision you guys are talking about was sort of leading up around this point. Monty, talk us through this play.
Well, this is the point where this teleport needed to be used properly from Corn in the mid lane. But as we've noticed, White is just making plays on the teleport lanes. They're leaving Uzi alone because they know they could snowball so hard off of this. So let's watch and see how this plays out. Because what we're going to see is Looper. Now, Kola knows something's up right now, and he's actually going to be able to flash away from the knockup on Jarvan, which is pretty good. But the teleport starts so late right there, and there's no excuse for it. Korn was in the fountain at the start of that. Had that TP been a little bit earlier, this could have been an even trade for Starhorn, and they need to make that play. You make a decision to get that teleport, you have to make that play.
Now, I have a question for the two of you guys. You know, we're talking about the vision, talking about all the decision-making. Pre-10 minutes, Samsung White were 3 minutes ahead in terms of their planning and their thinking. They punished the flashes down. They tower dove more efficiently than I think I've ever seen. Is that just communication? Is that planning? Is that natural thinking?
See,
I mean,
the beauty in that play that Monty highlighted there, it doesn't matter when the TP comes in because White will react in unison together and they will make the right choice every single time. If they realize TP is going to stop them and Orielty can just screw them over on that dive, they'll just back off, but they know exactly what their limits are, they know exactly how many tower shots they can take, and they know exactly when to flash out. It's just a beauty to watch them play League.
Yeah, this game really illustrates how well Samsung White shot calls on the fly. When they see that double teleport, they know double TP generally is used to snowball your bottom lane and protect your bottom lane from ganks. So if Pawn was to go down, roam like you said he would, and go down for the 4-man gank with Dandy bottom lane, they can double TP and turn that gank around so easily. They abandoned bottom lane, even though that's like a really high priority player to shut down. They never ganked that lane and just abused the fact that there were down summoners in the solo lanes and just snowballed off of Corn and Cola.
And not only just the shot calling of, hey, what lanes do we go for, but the actual individual plays that we were talking about. We were talking about in the preview show as well, about a team has to kind of understand collectively, instinctually, what kind of plays work, what kind of dives work. There's no way they're saying, okay, guys, he's TPing, it'll be 3 seconds, okay, take 2 more shots. No, they all know their roles. They all know Pawn's going to show up, he's there in 10 seconds, he pinged it, he did whatever it took to make that communicated, right? You had Looper tanking exactly the right number of turret shots, he knows skill's going to come in. They're not, like, counting turret shots out loud. They all know their individual roles in this, unspoken, as a well-practiced team, and as you said, Double, if it's beautiful.
Closing thoughts, Crepo, just before we move on?
Yeah, just watch Mara's player cam and how much he's talking. I wish I spoke Korean because I would be taking notes.
Yeah, fantastic demonstration from Samsung White. They've definitely showed up to play. It's going to be an uphill battle, even more so for World Club. Guys, throughout Worlds, we've been asking people to share how they've been enjoying the action by tweeting photos of viewing parties to us at LOL Esports using that hashtag Worlds. And we've got a couple we wanted to share with you. First one from @PopstarPaki is ready to watch the action with a League of Legend Prolly. Next one is from @OESJinx. He says, this is how Worlds is at the Brisbane Mobar. And looks like a ton of people.
Nice.
And we'd like to give a shout out to the viewers around the world who are joining us via the Coke Zero viewing party and various other fan gatherings happening today. Coke has actually partnered with theaters, bringing the entire 2014 World Championship Final to audiences on the big screen in locations like Seattle, Washington, Dallas,
Even Antwerp.
Texas, Marseille, France,
Belgium.
even
Nice.
Antwerp, Belgium representing. We'll be checking in throughout the day for a peek at those experiences as fans react to the action happening here in Seoul. So, guys, we're going to see some of the fans at the cinema. I don't know.
Pâté.
You're going to have to help me with
Pâté,
this one.
yeah.
Pâté, thank you. In France, of course, they're looking pretty excited. Heading out Seoul. That's a massive queue, actually. Well done, guys. Make sure you grab a baguette or 2 for me. Have some cheese and sit back and enjoy the show. Guys, stay with us. The 2014 World Championship continues after this.
This is really bad. Form's come up from the mid lane as well. There was the teleport from being caught. He may just be going down on this one.
That Blade of the Rune King is down, so they don't have too much more catch potential, but they do have Pawn coming down. What a shot! There he goes from Pawn. Here comes the next 2, and they're doing whatever they want. And it doesn't look like it's going to end at the bottom lane. They go right to the top on the other side, or the flash of Cola, but that was the ult into the flag and drag.